Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we have a special Earth Day yoga class. So this class is a lovely combination of grounding postures as well as balancing poses. One intention for our class here together is Ahimsa, which is nonviolence towards all living things. So this includes the earth, also towards others, and even towards ourselves. So feel free to keep that intention in mind as we flow here together. Also, feel free to bring along with you a chair, or you can stand close to a wall, just in case balance is a little bit tricky. All right, let's get started. Join me in a cross-legged seat on your mat. Right away, take a moment to notice the sit bones rooting down into the earth. Perhaps even noticing the outer edges of your feet connecting to the earth. Can you find ways to grow tall through the spine? Think about creating length starting at the base of your spine, planting a seed there, and then continue that journey up the spine and all the way to the crown of your head. I invite you to loop your shoulders a few times, gliding the shoulder blades down the back body. Maybe even stretching out through the front of the neck, drawing the chin up towards the sky. Imagine that the sun is shining down on you. And then bring the chin parallel to the earth, the head draws back slightly. Hands can rest wherever it feels most natural. I invite you to close your eyes or look directly past your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Take a moment to notice how you feel today. Perhaps taking note of your current energy level. I find that I typically gravitate towards balancing or grounding yoga practices when I am feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or when I am looking for a boost in confidence. Balancing postures encourage me to stay rooted in the present moment. My racing thoughts are no longer a wave pool, but rather a small ripple in a pond. By the end of the practice, I feel grounded and at ease. Perhaps this resonates with you, or maybe not. I invite you to take a moment to notice what's happening internally before we get moving. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Open up your eyes if they were closed. Place your right hand on the earth. Breathe in to send your left hand to the sky. Exhale to reach the left hand towards the right side, doing our best to keep the left glute connected to the earth. Breathe in, and then breathe out to rise up, placing the left hand on the earth. Breathe in, right hand makes its way to the sky, lift and lengthen through the side body. Exhale to reach towards the left side. Breathe in, and then breathe out to rise up. Send your right leg out long on a diagonal to your body. Place your left foot on the inner right thigh. Flex through the right toes and spread the toes, so creating space between each toe. And then point through the toes. Toes point away from your face, perhaps feeling a lovely stretch at the top of the right foot. Relax your foot. Now you can decide whether to flex your foot or point the toes away from your body. Use your right hand to guide the ribcage to turn to face the right leg. Breathe in to send the hands up and overhead. Breathe out to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in. And then on the next breath out, begin to hinge forward, melting the upper body over the right thigh. Option to keep the leg straight or find a bend in the knee. Place your fingertips on the earth. Breathe in to look forward. Exhale to bow the head, head towards the knee. Let's take 3 breath cycles here. Wonderful. Let's roll up through our spine. Let's take it on over to the other side. Send the left leg out long. Right foot snuggles in. Flex through the left foot and then spread the toes. And then point the toes away from your body. Now choose an option with the feet that work best for you. Guide the upper body to face the left leg. Breathe in to reach the hands to the sky. Breathe out to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, and then exhale to fold forward. Breathe in to come up onto the fingertips, and then exhale to bow your head, chin towards the chest. 3 breath cycles here. Wonderful. Let's rise up. Let's continue to open up through our hips. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees fall open. Feel free to take up space here, meaning that we can keep a distance between the heels and our body. Take a moment to find length through the spine, just as we did in our very first posture here together. Let's do our best to maintain that length as we walk our hands forward. Go to a point where you feel a lovely stretch in the hips, while still maintaining length in the spine. Bum remains rooted to the earth. I invite you to imagine that you are looking at your reflection in a body of water out in front of you. Perhaps you think of one way that you can show your love and appreciation for the earth. Maybe you say one kind comment to yourself, or maybe to someone in the room. Breathe in, and then breathe out to rise up. Close the legs, and now let's make our way to all fours. When you arrive there, walk the wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. For today, I invite you to curl your toes under. Breathe in to reach your tailbone to the sky, belly drops closer towards the earth, chest is open, gaze forward. Exhale to tuck the tailbone under as we round through the spine, hugging the belly button towards the spine, and then the crown of the head reaches towards the earth. 2 more rounds. Breathe in to cow pose. Exhale to cat. Breathe in to cow. Exhale to cat. Breathe in to find a neutral spine. Keeping your toes curled under, walk your hands back as we sit back towards our heels. While we are here, I invite you to grow tall through the spine, rocking that pelvis forward and reaching the crown of our head towards the sky. This is a great way to stretch out the bottom of our feet and help us prepare for some balancing postures. Swim your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, reach your hands towards the earth and then away from your body. Feel that lovely opening in the heart space. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Let's make our way back to all fours, meeting in a tabletop position, with the tops of the feet rooting down into the earth. Send the right foot back, toes resting on the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to hug the right knee in towards the chest, and then bow your head, bringing your nose towards your knee. And then step your right foot through. There's an option to walk the left knee back for a deeper stretch. Front knee is in line with your front ankle. Fingertips resting on the earth. Look forward. Breathe in and out. Now begin to roll onto your right heel. Right hip crease begins to peel back. Flex the right toes towards your face. Perhaps you are feeling a lovely stretch in the back of your leg. Breathe in, and then exhale to bow your head. 3 breath cycles here. Beautiful. Look forward and roll on through. Right foot is now firmly pressing into the earth. Connect to your center. Draw the belly button towards the spine to step the right foot back to join the left. Tabletop position. Now send the left foot back, toes kiss the earth. Breathe in, and then on the breath out, knee hugs in. Round through the spine, nose towards the knee. And then step your left foot through. Permission to walk the right knee back. 1 breath cycle here. All right, let's roll onto our left heel. Toes point towards our face. Hips move back. Breathe in to look forward. And then exhale, chin towards the chest. Once again, we are here for 3 breath cycles. All right, look forward, roll through your left foot, and then step the left foot back, tabletop position. Now step or hop both feet back, heels reaching towards the back edge of the mat. Actively press away from your yoga mat. Breathe in, and then exhale to come up onto the tiptoes, slowly transitioning into a downward facing dog. There's an option to keep your knees bent. You can also walk your hands towards the long edges of your mat for more space. Ground down through your left heel. Breathe in, and then breathe out to sweep the right foot to the sky. Feel free to stay here, or let's test out our balance by hovering our left hand away from the mat. Notice where the weight is being placed in the body as we play. Wonderful. Lower the left hand and right foot back down to the earth. Anchor through the right foot. Breathe in, and then breathe out to send the left foot to the sky, 3-legged dog. Now play around with lifting the right hand away from the ground, perhaps noticing what happens to the muscles of the core when you do this action. Lovely. Now lower the right hand and left foot back to the earth. Breathe in through your nose, and then open mouth exhale. Step your right foot in front of your left leg and then to the left edge of your mat. And then step your left foot in front of your right leg, left foot to the right edge. So we are going to be doing this crisscross action with our legs to the top of our mat. We meet with our feet under our hips in a forward fold with bent knees. Allow gravity to take over, releasing our hands to or towards the earth, allowing the head and the neck to soften, doing our best to press into the whole foot, especially the heels. I find inversions particularly useful when I feel unbalanced emotionally and mentally. I find that inversions invite me to go inward and focus on actively calming down the nervous system with each breath that I take. Perhaps inversions are useful to you for this reason, or maybe not. Breathe in, and then breathe out. I invite you to keep your eyes closed for this transition. Let's slowly roll up through our spine, feeling the sensations flowing through the body. Last to reach towards the sky is the crown of your head. Feel free to keep your eyes closed here. Allow the palms to face forward, rolling the shoulders back. Visualize a string connected to the crown of your head, inviting you to stand tall as a mountain. Notice where the weight is being placed in the feet. Can you press evenly into the whole foot? Perhaps lifting the toes off of the ground and then gently releasing each toe back to the earth one at a time. Breathe in and then breathe out. Open your eyes. Oh, and by the way, you are doing awesome. Walk the feet together. Begin to sit back into an imaginary chair, bending at your knees. Play around with shifting the weight back towards the hips and the heels. Lengthen down through the tailbone. Breathe in to send the arms forward, chair pose. There's an option to stay here, or you can play around with shifting the weight to your left foot. Lift and hover the right foot away from the ground. Knees remain bent. We are testing our balance and stability, building strength, especially in that standing leg. Breathe in, and then breathe out to release the right foot back to the earth. Let's take it over to the other side. Shift the weight to the right foot as we lift the left foot away from the earth. Hover. Perhaps you sink a little bit deeper into this posture. Breathe in, and then breathe out to release the left foot to the earth. One more breath cycle in chair pose. Breathe in, and then breathe on out. Straighten through the legs, arms rest at the sides once again. Walk your feet back under your hips. Root down through your feet. Let's play around with some balance some more. Feel free to make use of a chair or a wall for support. Hold on to a focal point out in front of you, such as an object. Let's shift our weight to the right foot, Keep a small micro bend in the right knee as we explore. Slowly lift the left foot away from the earth. Knee is approximately at hip level and the knee remains bent. We are doing our best to level out the hips by pressing out of our standing leg to create some length. Hands come to the heart. If you fall out of the posture, please know that the ground is there to catch you. I also invite you to think kind and loving thoughts as we explore. This may mean positive self-talk and demonstrating compassion towards yourself. So there's an option to stay here, or you can place your right hand on your left thigh and the left hand rests on the low back, finding a gentle spinal twist, looking past your left shoulder. You got this. Breathe in, and then breathe out to unravel and release the left foot to the earth. Other side, shifting the weight to the left foot as we lift our right foot away from the earth. Hands come back to the heart space. Balancing postures are fantastic for building strength and stability in the feet, the ankles, and legs. And it also activates some muscles of the core. Plus, balancing postures are really great for encouraging us to focus on the here and now. Once again, stay here, or you can explore a lovely spinal twist. Left hand to the right thigh, right hand rests on the low back, looking past your right shoulder. Breathe in, and then breathe out to unravel and release the right foot back to the earth. Now, let's explore my favorite balancing posture, tree pose. Plus, it's Earth Day, so let's show some love and appreciation for our trees. The right leg will serve as our standing leg, small micro bend in the right knee. Lift your left heel away from the earth. Breathe in, and then breathe out to lift the left foot away from the earth. Knee is roughly at hip level. Open your left knee off to the side. Grab your left ankle with your left hand. Place the sole of your left foot on the inner right thigh, calf, or you can keep the left toes resting on the earth with the heel resting against the right ankle. If your foot is connected to your inner thigh, thigh presses onto the sole of the foot, and the foot presses back. Breathe in to send the hands to the sky. Find your tree pose. If you would like to test out your balance further, you can look up towards the sky. You can also imagine that your arms have transformed into branches, and the wind is causing your branches to sway from side to side. Or you can simply find stillness and maybe even play around with closing your eyes. Wherever you are, we are here for 2 more breath cycles. Make your way out of tree pose and just take a moment to notice how you feel. Let's move on to the other side. Left leg is now our standing leg. There's a small micro bend in that knee. Lift the right heel away from the earth. Breathe in, and then breathe out to lift the right foot away from the earth. Knee is roughly at hip level. Open the right knee off to the side, and then place the sole of your right foot on the inner left thigh, calf, or allow the heel to rest against the left ankle. Find your tree. Eventually, we send our hands to the sky. Option to stay here, or perhaps you can find some ways to test your balance, giving yourself permission to play on your mat. And wherever you are, we are here for 2 more breath cycles. Release and lower your right foot back to the earth. Arms rest at the sides. So we have been working on establishing a strong foundation throughout this entire practice. I invite you now to step your feet together without looking down at the ground. Trust yourself. Breathe in as we send our hands to the sky. Take up space, palms facing one another. We are celebrating the earth, sending our love and appreciation for the earth out and past our fingertips. Breathe in, and then breathe out to clap the hands together. Slowly bring your hands in front of your heart space. Bow your head and close your eyes, or you can soften the gaze. Taking a moment to notice how you feel. Perhaps even reflecting upon the balancing postures from today's practice. Which ones felt grounding? Which ones really tested out your balance? And finally, let's thank the earth and all that it does for us on a daily basis. I invite you to spend some time outside today, whether that is taking a stroll through the park, tending to your garden, planting a tree, going on a picnic, feeling the grass beneath your feet. Explore this beautiful connection to the earth. Happy Earth Day. Sending lots of love your way. Let's take one final breath in together and then empty it out. Take care, everyone. Namaste.